The glass just fell into the crowd again. So a couple of months ago, I made a video about the glass panel at the Senators game falling into the crowd. You should probably check that video out, but first, hit subscribe. Yet today, I am making a video on a glass pane falling into the crowd at a Senators game. Guess I have no original content ideas. So let's start at the beginning. So it's Senators Kraken here at the Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa. So Lucchini drives Alexiak into the boards and the glass pane falls out of place. While everyone's winding down from the stoppage in play, signals for help. The glass panel had fallen onto a little kid in the front row. The kid was probably just there trying to eat his popcorn, play his little Roblox game, and all of a sudden Stone Cold Steve Austin glass shatters and he's about to, you know, what? The Senators fans in the area actually quickly sprung into action and helped lift the panel off of the little kid. And Brady Tkachuk actually came over and gave him a stick, a puck, and a fist bump. Hopefully they won't be traumatized enough to never go to another Sens game. Although I'm sure most Senators fans already feel that way with the way they play on the ice. So now, let's fast forward. So now it's March 27, 2023, and the Senators are taking on the Panthers in an important game with playoff implications. On a similar play in a uniquely similar location, Barkov drives Hamonic into the boards and pop, the glass falls out of place again. This time nearly taking out a cameraman, as well as also landing on a woman in the front row. This guy's just looking at his phone and also just in total bewilderment of what just happened. This kid's just in total shock. And honestly, with a thumbnail face that good, he could be a pretty good YouTuber. This woman over here is using the force to keep the glass pane away from her. Now, Travis Hamonic, who's been with the Sens all year, quickly realized the situation that was happening again. It seemed that everybody was safe again this time, and Brady Tkachuk took the extra time to chirp Barkov for throwing that hit on Hamonic. But now we need to put our detective hats on. Was this the same pane of glass as the first time? Is this some sort of rogue glass pane? Is it perhaps Ryan Reynolds sneaking into the Canadian Tire Center before games, loosening a couple screws so the glass pane falls out and you could get the Senators for cheaper? First, let's look at the ads. There was a Molson ad under the glass pane the first time, and there was a Molson ad under the glass pane the second time. But there was a Subway ad the second time, and a Canadian Tire ad the first time. So I don't know if Subway thought maybe it was a good idea to place it right by the pane that always falls out to get more ad placement, but it's a possibility. It's a theory. Unfortunately, the theory of it being the same glass pane breaks down when you notice who it falls on top of. The second time, the glass pane fell on top of a photographer, evidenced by the fact he got clocked in the face. The first time it happened, it was the panel next to the photographer. It also seems to be at the opposite end of the arena, as in the first time the stairs are collapsible, meanwhile in the second time the stairs are concrete. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe.